What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button and the subscribe button for me, please. Let's get in the video. Let's. I ain't even got nothing. I'm gonna just let the video play. I'm gonna let it play.
Everywhere and adapt this White House to the new media landscape in 2025. This White House believes strongly in the First Amendment, so it's why our team will work diligently to restore the press passes of the 440 journalists whose passes were wrongly revoked by the previous administration. We're also opening up this briefing room to new media voices who produce news-related content and whose outlet is not already represented by one of the seats in this room. We welcome independent journalists, podcasters, social media influencers, and content creators to apply for credentials to cover this White House.
I already applied this morning. That's the crazy thing. I applied this morning, y'all. So if y'all see me, don't be surprised. I definitely applied.
This seat in the front of the room, which is usually occupied by the press secretary's staff, will be called the new media seat. My team will review the applications and give credentials to new media applicants who meet our criteria and pass United States Secret Service requirements to enter the White House complex.
All right.
What'd she say?
She basically said that they were going to give unqualified
God, how boring.
unqualified
Can they get
people
somebody there not
The
so
Behind
tedious?
the Table podcast needs to apply for White House credentials.
They'd love having Joy in that room.
I got a question.
So wait a second. So in other words,
They mad that they going out of business.
instead of Bob Woodward, they want Kim Kardashian? What? I don't get it.
Wait, okay.
I have a question, which is why I was leading us in this direction.
Yeah.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off.
This is not her first job. That's so she want to talk about somebody doing research, doing this and doing that. That ain't even her first job. Like, what are you talking about?
And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation.
No, you just weren't invited to them tables.
We fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is
Here we go. Oh, let's. Oh, I'm about to feel sorry for myself, and I'm a millionaire. Let's go there.
Women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world. And
let me skip Whoopi part. I don't feel like hearing Whoopi. She get on my nerves too much.
Trump, she's a 10.
I usually don't even do that, but she get on my nerves.
That.
I don't like all that. Hold on. What did she just say? Hold on. Whoa. Go back. Yeah.
So that Catherine Jean-Pierre could stand at that podium. So women of all kinds of colors and ilks, wherever they came from, whatever their belief system was.
Did she say Kareem Jean? So she's making this a race thing now. KGP was a horrible press secretary. She's actually probably the worst press secretary I've ever seen, bro. She's the worst. They have to make everything about color on this show.
The opportunity to bust down that door.
By the way, I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. That's what.
So now it's about her looks. Damn. Me personally, I don't get it. You that Joy? You that jealous? They that jealous on here? Now they going for the woman looks?
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous administration.
Whatever I'm saying, this is the first time that she's been
It is a great accomplishment. Being 27 years old and being a press secretary and they knocking that away. That's just what I just said last night. If y'all watched the video last night, I said one thing about it. You'll think that all these women will uplift other women. Not trying to make it about, and speak it in the wrong way, but like y'all being women, like uplift other women. You know what I mean? Like, why not do that? Y'all are all like, it's all women on this TV show. She's 27 years old, bro. She's 27 years old. That is an amazing accomplishment. To me, it is. I don't care if you Asian, you black, you white, you African. I don't care what you are. I don't care. My thing is, you being 27 years old and you doing something like that. You a press secretary. That is something big. I don't care what nobody say, bro. And I'm gonna say right now that I apply her. You know what I'm saying? For doing what she doing, speaking the way that she speaks. I applaud her for everything. That's amazing to me, bro. They can sit up here and hate, and this is exactly why they said podcasters, social media influencers, you know, all these people are, you know, are invited and applying for your credentials and this, that, and the other. This is why. Because you have ladies like this that literally just sit here and put out lies, fake news. They sit there and bash. How do you bash the president of the United States, bro? Like, come on with that. It's sad. It's sad, bro.
But my point is that job would not maybe have been open to her.
No, I understand. I just wanted
us.
to clarify that.
Yeah.
But on the issue of the new media, because I actually think this is kind of brilliant, and I think future Democratic administrative White Houses should do the same thing. We're realizing this election, how people consume media has drastically changed. This was the Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, Alex Cooper election. It wasn't mainstream old school media that was driving people's interest in what they were following and the stories they were. And I think this is an acknowledgement that Trump realizes this. This is a person who made his career in television.
What's to prevent those media influences from being only on his side?
Well, there will be partisans, but
So now she's scared. Now she's scared about who's on whose side. It's not about who's on whose side. It's about the right. One thing about it is that what I said on the last video, they're putting their feelings well over, you know, what's actually going on. You know, they're putting their feelings there. You know what I mean? Since they don't like Trump, they don't like nothing that he's doing. He can do something amazing. They're not going to like it because they don't like Trump. It's not about, you know, oh, I'm sticking with this person because I'm a bandwagon. It's about what's right. I love Trump. Based on, first of all, the person that he is. I'm going to just say that. This is just me personally. His family and, you know, his policies and what he's about. That's why. But my thing is that this is the exact reason on why you having so many influencers like myself that people listen to, people turn to, because you have women and women that's on this show and other, you know, mainstream media, men or women, that literally put out fake news, they put out lies, they bash Trump, they say this and say that, and it's sickening. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna even go further than that. My thing is, regardless if you like Trump or don't, they just had John Fetterman on here. John Fetterman, I told you I'm not a fan of John Fetterman, but then again, he got on this show and he was being factual with a lot of stuff. I'm gonna say it. He was being factual with a lot of stuff. You know, and you have people it's about what's right, is what I'm trying to say. And people, I don't get it, especially these ladies right here. Like I said before, Alyssa Fair Griffin is probably the only one that sit at this table with common sense.
I think it was promising that they brought in Axios, which is mainstream, but then they brought in Breitbart, which is a right-wing outlet. And so some of the outlets that had their passes revoked when Biden came in were right-of-center outlets. I don't have a problem with partisan outlets being there as long as it's representative of both sides and you have non-biased traditional media there as well, and that it's fact-driven how they cover it.
The problem that I have with it, though, is, you know, she's saying that these people that are going to apply will meet their criteria. We understand that their criteria is woefully deficient and unserious. Right. I think that their real problem in this election, one of the real problems among the many, is the misinformation and disinformation that was disseminated on social media by these influencers and by these podcasters. Why are they qualified to sit in front in the White House briefing room and tell America what is going on?
Is Sunny that bitter that she's not going to be there? And even if she is, I would love for them to invite Sunny there so somebody can put her in her damn place, because I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. I know a lot of y'all probably don't know Sunny don't need to be. I want her to. So somebody can put her in her place. So Karoline, the 27-year-old, can put her in her place, because obviously it's the hate. It's the hate, y'all. I'm telling y'all, bro. That's trash to me, bro. You gotta hate that bad.
Traditionally, to become a White House correspondent or to be in that briefing room, you had to have a journalism degree.
Yeah.
You had to have qualifications. So I guess the rise of mediocrity is here to stay.
They're making a Snapchat equivalent to the New York Times.
No, but you guys are minimizing something really important here. There was a time where there were 3 evening broadcasts for news. Yes. Everyone sat
Joy don't need to say Snapchat
down around the TV and they watched these 3 news outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Now you look at where people consume news. 54% of American adults say they get news from social media. A large majority of U.S. adults, 86%, say they get at least some of their information. If you don't want mis and disinformation, which is inevitable, obviously, with this administration, but if you want to go directly to the source and have people receive it themselves and put it out to their audiences, I'd rather have them in that room. Influencers are not just the Kardashians. They're also the Brene Browns. Mm-hmm. You've got podcasts like Pod Saves America. There are people that only consume their news from
Let's see
other...
if they show up.
And I do...
Exactly. There are people that get all their news. Look at Sonny's face. Because they're telling you, like, all Sonny is seeing and hearing right now, all she cares for, all she feels for is hate. That's it. Negativity. That's all she wants. That's all that comes out of her mouth is hate. That's it. It's negative. Everything is just negative with her. Look at her face. This is what a hateful person looks like, y'all. That right there. People get their news from influencers. I've literally had somebody comment down below yesterday and said, I get a lot of, the information I'm looking for and stuff like that from your channel. And that made me happy, bro, because it's like, dang, like, seriously? Me? For real? And it made me smile. I've been having a bad week too. So it made me smile a little bit, like, dang, like, that means a lot. And it feels like I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? So when you get that, and then you get the negativity from them, like, oh, yeah, they don't have the credentials for this, and people don't want to, like, how do you, obviously, people around this, obviously, I can't even really just say in the United States. I got people from other countries watching me. They've even commented, said, oh, I'm from such and such. I had somebody say they from Africa. It's crazy. I was like, bro, for real? From Africa. And it makes me happy because it's like, bro, like, they sit here knocking these influencers down, like these podcasters, this, that, and the other. And people go to them, to watch them. They mad because I'm telling you. Like I said before, y'all, and I'm not even going to throw myself in the equation because I'm blessed to, what I have. And I think about it every day. I beat myself up, sometimes about if I have a bad month when it comes to views on YouTube, or if something isn't right, or this, that, and the other. I can say that it's a blessing of what, I go through. I know it sounds, but good or bad, it's definitely a blessing. And we can go in depth with that when we not, but my thing is that they pay these women so much money. They don't go grocery shopping. They don't drive themselves unless they really want to. They have drivers. They sit here and complain like they're actually going through things. And there's podcasters, social media influencers that obviously, these independent journalists just actually out here doing the work, grinding, putting out, information. They're the ones that need to be the millionaires. They're the ones that need to be getting paid. This is me personally. I'm being so for real. And I'm not even just speaking for myself. I'm gonna put myself, I don't feel like, I deserve to be a millionaire or anything like that. But there's others that I feel definitely deserve, for what they do. I definitely say, bro, like, that's just me personally.
There are a lot of Americans who do feel like the mainstream media got a lot wrong in recent years. And while there are editorial standards, I don't think that we can definitively say, because you have this degree and you're with this outlet, you've never gotten news information wrong.
Well, I will say this. I feel a lot better when I know there are standards people have to meet.
Yeah, of course.
And so
qualifications
you can bring in whoever you want. The proof will be in the pudding. Mm-hmm. We can stand and say, this is terrible, but so we're going to wait and see what happens. And the minute it turns out to be state-run television or state-run information or state-run news. Because, you know, I disagree that people got stuff wrong. I don't know what people were looking for, because the people I talked to were not looking for the things that these folks were looking for. And now that they've got him, are they?
I don't even know what Whoopi is. Whoopi lost me. She lost me. When Whoopi speaks, it's like she just going around and going around and going around. Like, say what you got to say. Dang, like I don't see how. Anyways, y'all. One thing about it, I said what I had to say, and I'm definitely apologize, for speaking too much. Somebody said I'll talk too much, which I always get at least one comment that somebody said I'll talk too much. Is definitely the point of these videos, especially I know a lot of y'all rather me talk anyways than to hear listen what he said. I honestly, you can see how everybody looking at her. Look how Joy looking at her. Like, what are you saying right now? I honestly get lost sometimes with what she's saying. I think I'm like going crazy times as you speak. But you already know. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Definitely appreciate everybody. Catch y'all next one.